Hey guys, so we're going to be dissecting what it means to truly lift with your legs instead of your back. Like it says in the article, so many people can tell you, lift with your legs, don't lift with your back. But until someone truly knows what that means or what it feels like, that's just going to fall on deaf ears. They don't understand what that means. So I want to teach as many people as I can on how to actually lift with the lower extremity, the hips, the thighs, everything else below the waist, and keep this relatively steady. When we start using our back a lot, that's when it can start to get a little bit achy. So people are right, they just need to understand how to implement lifting with the legs instead of the low back. So we're going to learn how to brace. I have a belt here just to kind of talk about. In weightlifting, you see people strap up with a belt and then they cinch it really far down. I want us to be able to make a belt on our own by using our tummy muscles and some stuff that's kind of around our midsection here. So it wouldn't make sense to build a building on a very small foundation, right? So if we want to move, I want to move from a big foundation between our shoulders and our hips. I think this should be really wide and big. That's our foundation to move upon. So our hips and our shoulders, they can move without having the foundation kind of move with us. So this is our foundation, and we want to make this nice, wide, and sturdy. In the past, people have sucked in and drawn their belly, and that's how they've been bracing. I want to challenge you to do the opposite. We want to make this actually a Buddha belly. We want to make it kind of push out and make this nice and wide. We're not arching. We're literally pushing out and making the outsides of our tummy wide. So narrow, not good, and kind of not very stable. Wide makes it nice and stable. So practice this, pushing, bearing down almost, and pushing into your sides. See if you can breathe while maintaining that brace. That's what I want you guys to start practicing, because it's going to lead into steady back, using the hips to actually lift from the ground or move something. So you're actually going to be able to learn how to steady this area and this area, the low back, and use your legs to start lifting things off the ground. So practice this first. Big tummy, nice and wide, make this nice and sturdy so it turns into this kind of a movement. We're moving just from the lower extremity, keeping this nice and tight.